Hey everybody, Brian here. Thought I'd take a minute and share some of the quadcopter shenanigans I'm getting into. What you're looking here is my very first quadcopter with a bunch of upgrades. It started out as a 450 millimeter quadcopter that I wanted to put a gimbal on and essentially turn into a flying camera rig. And as it turned out, that wasn't really what I wanted to do with quadcopters, and I got into freestyle quadcopters instead. And this has sat mostly ignored ever since. At one point, I put a servo and a little release mechanism on it, and I used this to drop a few things and had a good time doing that. But for the most part, I've been doing power loops and S-turns and getting way too close to things and crashing into trees and having a good time. For whatever reason, this came out of the closet the other day, and I said, you know what? Why don't I take all of my old spare parts and add it to this quadcopter and see if I could build something that runs off of my bigger batteries that's a little bit more interesting than what it used to be. One of the things I've done is I've replaced the flight controller with one of my old Holy Bro Kakute all-in-one flight controllers. All of the ESCs have been upgraded to 35 amps, so this theoretically can support up to a 6S battery. And the thing that I'm most excited about is I added one of my micro cameras, this little, I think it's a Swift, that I had on one of my 3-inch quadcopters, and I've pointed it straight down, and you can't really see it, but under this arm is a camera switcher, which is essentially just a servo. Both of the cameras are wired into it, and I can switch what my FPV feed is of. So I can, with this guy, I do all my piloting, and then I can switch over to this guy and aim. Well, theoretically, aim at something on the ground if I wanted to drop. Because I've got a 3D printer, I went ahead and added 2 GoPro Session mounts, one pointing forward and the other one pointing straight down. And I'm hoping that this will lead to dropping something pretty spectacular. But that'll come in a future video. For now, you'll just see a couple things that we went and bought at Target last night. We specifically went shopping looking for things to drop out of the quadcopter. So hopefully here in the next hour or so, I'll get all my stuff loaded up, take it out to the park, and see what we can drop.